Hey, this is Fake, and welcome back. Today, I'm going to be working on an idea I've had for a new currency system in Minecraft, which doesn't involve scoreboards, because apparently most of them on YouTube involve scoreboards. And I think I'm the first one to do this design, in fact. So before I get started, there's a few things I want to say. Once again, I'm using 14W20B. It will probably work on 14W21B as well. That's out as of now, but I'm just still using this snapshot just cause. I'm almost guaranteeing it will not work in 1.7.9 and lower. I highly doubt it will work in those versions, and maybe even snapshots like 14W2C. They may not even work either. I don't know. I've only tested it for 14W20B. And I've talked to a few people on a forum, and they said that in version 1.7.4, with the final product, if you try and use that on 1.7.4, nothing will happen, and in 1.7.5 and 1.7.9, it will just crash the game. So that's also something very important. If you're wondering, with the debugging menu, you can see if you have a where's a good example? Yeah, just say you had protection on my pickaxe. It would not look like this if you don't have something enabled. So I press F3H and it enables and disables this mode. So that's how you do that. And also all the commands, all the important commands like the slash, some of the slash give commands, like some of them down the end, then all commands other than a few really easy ones are going to be included in the description. What I do with the commands, I just go copy the whole command and then paste into a Word document, and then once I do that, I scan through for like hyphens, which is that. It's in between the 0 and plus or equals symbols, so that's how you can find it. Anyway, so let's start off now. So here is a simple command, which is just giving the nearest person 64 emeralds. Pretty simple. Now, with the currency design, everyone uses scoreboards, and I wanted to actually have a physical item which could be dropped upon death. And I designed this item, which that's what it is. So we look at it and click done so we can scan through easily. So we're giving nearest person emeralds, 64 of them. We say the name, but to be displayed, is green rupee, and the law, which is the purple text here, is an item that is used to buy a rare object, and it is enchanted with nothing. So that's what gives it the glow effect that you see there. And to use this, I've pretty much made a villager. So this is what he looks like. It's a bit long. So we're summoning a villager called Farmer Fred. He's got resistance level 5. To get the actual level you have to get the Amplifier +1. Then the duration, that's pretty much infinity in the terms of the code. That's in ticks, by the way, if you're wondering. Which 20 ticks equals 1 second. And then CustomNameVisible false, so that means if it was true, then he would have a custom name like a player, but because it's false, he's got a custom name like a name tag, so it only shows up when you're near him. Then there's also profession 0, so that's the brown robe. That's what he looks like. His offers, he's got a single recipe, so he buys your emerald, which is 388, buys one of it. The tag is pretty much all the MBT data, so you would go display green rupee, then the law, and then the blank enchantment. So it's pretty much saying for first lot have this item in here and have one of it. And then he's selling you one of Can I Has helmet with a cat face thing there. That's from my Let's Play world. And then it's got an extra law, which isn't in my Let's Play world. And then it's got the enchants of protection, which is ID 0, level 4, and it's also got unbreaking for level 3. So let's spawn him in. And here we've got Farmer Fred. Oh, by the way, with a resistance 5, unless you push him into the void use /kill, resistance 5 makes you immune to all damage. So we got Kanai has helmet here, 1 green rupee. So let's get our green rupee, and it works. We can get Kanai has helmet, and you think we've done it all, but that's not actually true, because you see here the regular emeralds also work. Now, obviously these are 2 different items; they don't stack at all, so it doesn't make much sense. And yes, you can buy it. It doesn't make sense why the regular, plain old, ordinary emeralds are working when our fancy emeralds aren't. And I remember reading this a long time ago, somewhere, but for some reason villagers, they will display the MBT data, but when you put in, pretend that's an emerald, when you put in your special emerald, they only consider, they don't consider, what's it called by the game code? They don't consider the data tag, but they consider everything else. So pretty much we can't use that. And I was going to decide to use something different, like a low use item, like a sponge or something from training. But then I realized something. Damage values. It says data, but it's really damage values. We can actually make our own items. And the reason I decided to do this is mainly because in Drugnoz's video covering villages, I believe one of his villages had a trade where it involved like jungle planks and jungle half slabs. And if we go jungle, so jungle has actually got an ID of 5 but damage value of 3. So it does consider damage values. So that's really important for here. So here we got green rupees once again, except this time the code is exactly the same, except it's got damage value 1, so that makes it a new item in the game's code. I was going to throw it away. And also these are some special shears. It give nearest person shears, 1 with damage value 239. This means if you give a tool a damage value, then that means how many uses it's had. So for example, my pants, that's got a damage value of, what would that be, 8? Yeah, because it's lost 8 durability, so it's got a damage value of 8. And as you can see here, it's got a durability of -1 out of 238, so this is impossible to get in vanilla Minecraft because it would have broken by now. Lowest you get in vanilla Minecraft survival is 0. So this guy, go to click done. It's a bit long. Wait, how long? Hang on, I need to relog, I'm getting confused here. Okay. So let's go check it again. That is a long code. Okay, so it's a very huge villager, so there will probably be a ton of hyphens in this command, but I'll just go through the important stuff. So he's got a custom name, he's got the resistance thing, which Farmer Fred had. The custom name is false for visible, which means name tag name rather than player name. He's profession 3, which I believe is the blacksmith, if I remember correctly. And his offers, the first offer is he buys ID 359, which I believe is shears. And he buys one of them with damage 239, which we specified. And then the tag is, this is the Jaws of Life from my Let's Play world, which I've just recreated here with all its enchantments. And then he gives you one of our special green rupees with damage value 1. Yep, it says DAMAGE 1. So that's what it looks like, and that's why I call it damage values, because it actually is damage rather than data tag, or no data. So let's spawn him in, and as shown before, all the enchants, custom names, lore, it doesn't matter when getting it. You can still get it. All that matters is the damage value here. So this is exactly the same as this, And also something you'll notice, if I'm to search like wool, so I've got white wool and orange wool, for example. Now in the debugger menu you can see this is like bracket #0035/0 end bracket, and this is the same except it's got 0035/1, which suggests it's damage value 1. As for the emeralds, that is not the case. They look... I should probably get one of the old emeralds, so I'll get you. And that's confusing. I'm just going to throw everything away. Maybe don't mess around with both of them in your worlds at the same time. So these are the regular ones, and these are the emeralds, and these are the real green rupees. Okay, so I will just put them in order of when I showed you them. So they all appear to have the same damage value of 0, and wool has the /1, /1/0. So this is because the game doesn't believe, like, it hasn't been programmed in to display for a damage value, because emeralds aren't supposed to have any variance. It's supposed to be just damage value 0. There's no emerald in vanilla Minecraft with damage value 1. So they just don't display it. Same thing with like, where's an example? Sponge. Yeah, see? It doesn't have anything either because there's only one sponge. And there's only one redstone, for example. So that's why that is. That confused a few people on the forums when I was talking to them about that. Okay, get rid of everything. So I might want to get you again, and I'll get you again so I can get one of your emeralds, which is just the same. And so now we got the new and improved Farmer Fred. I'm just going to click for some blue rupees for a second, because Farmer Fred takes blue rupees as well. So this is, you give him the green rupee and the blue rupees, and it works like that. And it works again with those ones. And if I were to go get these emeralds, it wouldn't work. I'm going to get rid of these ones again so they don't get mixed up again. There we go. Also, this guy will get new trades, so yeah, he's now got regular farmer trades now, which is a bit annoying, but I don't know how to do anything about that. Yeah, see, it won't let you do it because these are damage value 0, and it's looking for damage value 1. That's also the damage value 0 rupees. I'll throw you away now so I don't get confused. Okay, and you're over here. Might as well buy myself a whole armor set. So it works with all of these. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And if you're wondering, I probably should have shown you the code for this, but it's pretty much the same. Where does it end and start? I think it starts here. So yeah, he asks for a green rupees with damage value 1, and yeah, that's mainly what I need to show you there. Everything else is pretty much the same as before. And for blue rupees, it's pretty much the same as the green rupees, except rather than emerald we have diamond, and for display name we have blue rupee. And you could be thinking that you could use the blue rupees for crafting and stuff. And when I was talking to my friends about it, when I was explaining the whole idea to them, I just checking at my mic button to see whether it was muted or not, because that would have been horrible. But yeah, when I was explaining to them about how the game considers these green rupees as new items, they asked whether they would be able to be craftable. No, whether you could craft stuff with them. And I decided to check it out, and with the only crafting recipe of emeralds is the emerald block, right? So you would expect normally for this to go and do the same, but it doesn't. And I guess similar to what I was talking about in my Minecraft Let's Play world, so I was get nether brick slabs and quartz slabs. I'll just put them up there. So as you can see, these both have the same ID number, just different damage values of 6 and 7 respectively. Now, if I were to go to crafting table, I probably need 2, so slab. Okay, so one of the crafting recipe of this is one's quartz slab on top of the other, and it gives you chisel quartz block. Now, if you were to try this with nether brick slabs, it wouldn't work, and that's because the game knows it has a different damage value. So similarly here, the game knows that my new emeralds have a different damage value, and therefore it won't allow you to craft with them. You only the crafting recipes with an emerald of damage value 1, but there are none. So you can't do the same with diamonds because they don't have a damage value 1. And I've tried for all the armor pieces. I've tried for all the tools and the jukebox. I haven't tried pokes because they're theoretically infinite, practically infinite. And yeah, you can't actually craft with these, which is a pretty cool side feature. And for explaining why these don't work in 1.7 and lower, I'm thinking that they won't work at all. So this guy here, if you were watching my Let's Play World, I haven't shown him off in a long time, but he's still there. This is the worst villager in existence, and as you can see, he's profession 2, which is a priest. He buys a diamond sword, one of it. The buy B is let's show you here. So right now we got emerald in buy 1 slot, or buy slot, and blue rupee in buy B. So it's pretty much the second thing you give him, and time set should come soon. Where are we? Here. So for buy B, we give him an emerald, 4 of it, and these are just vanilla emeralds. They're not my fancy green rupees here. And then he gives us, because he's selling us, that's how I imagine it, he gives us a diamond sword, 1 of it, with enchantment 18, level 1, and this is what it looks like. Bane of arthropods. The worst. Shame on you. And over here we have simple command for giving 1 stone sword, diamond sword. And we go here, and we go here, and yeah, just to clarify, this is a normal villager from 1.7, but I've recreated him in 1.8. So that's what you would do if you were to get the trade done. And people have known in the past that you can exploit this. So say in the past in 1.7, if you had a diamond sword with 1 use left, and I think it works whether it's enchanted or not, I think. Yeah, if you have like a efficiency 5 diamond pickaxe with 1 use left, and then the guy's offering to take your pickaxe, take 2 emeralds and enchant it with, give you a fresh new diamond pickaxe with, what is it, Silk Touch 1 for example. So you could hand in your almost broken tool and get a fresh new one. I wanted to push you off. There you go. And pretty much back then it would look like that the game doesn't consider the damage value of what's in here, because you could give him any damage value diamond sword and get a fully intact one at the end. So I've decided to test it out here. This is a diamond sword of damage value 1, so it's been used once. And we put it in here, and emeralds in here, and it no longer works. So this explains for me why they removed these trades from the 1.7, 1.8 villages, because they wanted to phase out this thing of you can infinitely, like, you can get free diamonds practically. So that's why they removed it, and that's why it doesn't work in 1.7, because the damage values didn't matter back then, and having weird damage values probably messes with the game's code. So I think that's pretty much it. If this is all snapshot stuff, so if this gets fixed in the future and none of these are features anymore, then there will be something in description or annotation somewhere saying something. But as for now, it works, and I haven't tested it on server, only this single player world. And as I said, 14W20B. So yeah, that will be all today, I guess. So it's nice being talking to you, and I will see you next time. Bye.